been invited to a few podcasts lately, and it's been a bit of a reminder, not about being on a podcast, but about how much people in our space actually have to say and the conversations that should be had. Because the second you get past the polite, yeah, everything is fine, the usual, it's more like, are you seeing this too? Or is this making sense to you? Or are you doing this right? Or are we doing this right? And honestly, that's the good stuff. There's so much more to knowing people sitting around with more heads together across RTOs, and there's not nearly enough conversations that have been had, and it needs to be shared a lot more. A lot of people are quietly carrying the same conversations, the same frustrations, the same surely it's not us moments, and it really isn't just you, not even a little bit. So compliance doesn't need to feel like something you have to figure out yourself behind closed doors and with the hope you're interpreting things the right way. The more we as an industry talk about it, the uncomfortable bits, the unclear bits, the bits that feel harder than it should be, and the bits that need to be easier, everybody gets easier the more they talk about them. So if you have been sitting on a question or you're second guessing something and you'd love to hear it out aloud or have somebody else's opinion, then chances are there's a whole bunch of people who are thinking exactly the same thing. So there's a lot better. We're all a lot better at this when we stop trying to do things by ourselves. So even talking to this camera here, probably, and I have said it in the podcast and things that I've just had today with Phil, I actually get better talking to a real person than I do to a screen. So, but if that's the way we can get more information out, so be it. So reach out to myself or the team, have a conversation. We can have a quick team meeting, or if you want something actually pushed out to everybody else or want to be covered in content, then just let us know, DM us. You don't even have to comment on a post. We do love it if you do. But if you don't want to, if you're concerned that you're not right or asking the right questions or making out or looking like you don't know, that's another theory or a lot of people feel, then you can do it quietly, and then it can be just discussed out in a situation like in a video. So we can go and have a conversation individually. It's no obligation, there's no requirement. You can reach out to us and just have the question, and we're not pushy, and it's all good. So no dumb questions, always good questions, great conversation, because most of the time people or other people have exactly the same question. So I'm Vanessa McCarthy, founder of Prickly to Sweet. We'd love to hear from you. You can follow us here on this channel. You can have a look at LinkedIn. You can find lots and lots of information. You just have to ask the question.